All right, so we are back. Welcome back to News from the 6 2020 year-end review. This is News from the 6 where we hit you with that real Toronto shit. I'm your host, Friday Ricky Dred, and this week we're going to be hitting you with a list of all the music videos that have dropped, all the #1 music videos that have dropped throughout the whole of 2020, so make sure to look out for that. Also, we're going to be hitting you with some news stories so that you can be seeing some of the biggest stories that we've done since we started this show, News from the 6. Now, keep in mind, this show hasn't started that long ago. I would say maybe about 6-7 months ago, we started the story, started this new special segment. However, we've always been doing the new Canadian music list for maybe about almost 2 years now. All right, so that's something that's been a mainstay with the We Love Hip Hop Network. But the News from the 6 segment has been a really dope thing that we've been doing. So make sure to stay to the end of the video to see some of our biggest news specials that we've had for 2020. Also, while you're here right now, if you're not already subscribed, make sure to subscribe, hit that subscribe button, as well as the notification bell next to it so you know when we're dropping new videos. And as you can see, the We Love Hip Hop Network has been dropping about 4 or 5 videos, some days maybe even 6 videos a day. All right, so make sure to subscribe, hit that like button, make sure to share these videos, and as usual, make sure to comment below, comment gang strong. But as far as the list, this is all the #1 videos that have dropped from January 2020 all the way to last week, okay? So there's going to be 51 music videos in this montage, and we need you, the people, to let us know who is going to be, or what song is going to be the #1 song in Canada for the whole of 2020, all right? Keep in mind, there's going to be a few people or a few rappers' names who have been on this list a few times, so let me know what is your favorite song if that person's name has been on the list a few times. So shout out to all the Toronto rappers, shout out to all the Canadian rappers who have made the #1 song in Toronto, or the #1 song in Canada every single week. And we've been doing this every single week all the way with no breaks. Okay, so you're going to be seeing a lot of music videos in this montage. But no more long talking. Let's get to this montage of all the videos and let us know in the comments who you think should be #1. And then let's get to the best news stories of 2020. So let's do it. New Canadian music video releases, all #1s. Let's go.
If you fucks with me, Gucci, I'm so neat. Gucci, hold.
This city crazy, I just think I need the next pill. This city crazy, I just think I need a
no. Not being real, how does it feel? I wouldn't know.
Saucing, baby, I be saucing. Drip, drip, dropping, dripping like I'm faucet, baby. I just wanna pop one, and I see the way you
further than Mars, landed outside of the region park. It's not where you're from, but it's who you are. Born alone and die alone in the dark.
My size get beating, they promise he ain't leaving. Lawyer with no briefcase, and he walk.
Selling Raoni in the stoop, and out for lunch with plugs, cause I'm trying to know what he knows.
Me, it's my time, yeah, I've been waiting patiently. I was on the grind, giving work at like
shit, kicking his doors to lick. Watch for the rats, pigs trying to knock my ass. I feel in love with the cash.
diamonds all up in my jewels. Catching G for flights, I got it, see you.
Dreams that fly you, make you go crazy, nuts like cashew. Yo, freeze up like statue, murder on his mind, he'll catch you.
And I'ma turn the thought, ticking on them. Now I hit the booth, I turn it up the bass, kicking on them.
Not a women, baby, she my real babe. She got that ice cream, she supersized, nigga, swimming in it.
Got Louis Vuitton on my bracelet. I parked on your hoe, didn't say shit, cause you said a man was gon' page it. And
it's crazy how much all these niggas love the gunplay. Nah, I wanna bring my kids out for this.
Me and we gon' count these bands. I took her Montreal, she thought she was in France, and she bad too.
After now, I said look at me, no cap on my crown. Been a West End man from the earth.
in the corner like I'm in attention. Tell all these haters get out of my mansions. They really fake but they moving pretentious. I'm about the real man, I
crazy flow from. I'm talking ancient times, and we refer to them as old ones. Man that keep talking about guns, I'm
just give me the chance to grow now. Tired of doing this shit on the low now, yeah.
Know that I'm lifting, Amazon business. I charge for shipping, windows is tinted.
I know all these things, and a nigga blessed like I just left the priest.
Rico told that nigga don't get close, he gon' get hit with my pole. I'm gonna let him go.
Feeling like that Marvel character, they always zoom in. I ain't even gotta use no rapping.
We must explode.
I'm talking millions on a meal plan. Fuck.
I do this for my dogs in the south, in the east. Lockdown, no phone calls, no
benefits. This for the hood, the less fortunate. I won't invest in your medicine. Headstrong, I can't let the devil in.
We gon' pull up and we heat up them guys. Just out of screws, that a chef. Yeah, in the kitchen, I'm whipping that back.
Go, sipping syrup, ain't no maple. For the paper, I load it like Staples. Flight to LA, I'm
OZ, big 24 and they hip like I'm Kobe. These niggas be lying, fuck all the talks. I don't want hair to
corner. Ain't from the block, you know we on down. I felt that wrong, had to hit up the block.
Wait, Shawty wanna stay.
Shawty, I'ma wipe you when the time's right. But for now, I'm in the
I'm so tight, never did know. Say it grip all night, never did know.
Running like you can't add me. Like my bitch is classy.
I'm bound with a fuck, this nigga won't rob you. I ain't a regular nigga. Stack up, me see real nigga.
That I hate nasty, niggas suck a dick. How the fuck you got the guts to come clear?
That's what slime do. Yeah, I'm tryna remind you. I get that shit in a rush. Can't look at my brother the same way. Me by my
Ooh, I never gave a fuck. I selling out that for money double up, need to run it through.
Always conquer everything that's I'm saving that for your eulogy. I'm here for you and you and you and whoever.
Nigga try me, put him in a casket. I see she hanging with some niggas that's bombastic. I got big
A deal perhaps, don't go selling your soul, it's a trap. Freddy's out there trying to find you, don't sleep at night, he'll try to.
And baby don't rush me, I keep me a rusty. Can you handle it for a sec? And I don't want the
we are all one. You dissing the devil, get put in the casket. You know me.
Don't bring no stress in this vehicle. She playing games like it's peekaboo. So I don't know when I'll be seeing you.
Screaming for the cops, I just screaming for the pigs. Pull up on me, bust it rick. And I'm Pepper from the south, I really
the fucking text blow. We making noise from the east to the west coast. 4 different scales, that's 4 not friendly. Who really off underscore? Let's check the cemetery. I do a drop, bro.
Bread for the bakers, can I get a sandwich of that cheese? Y'all can't do it like me, no, please forget that right.
Story. Toronto rapper and shit disturber Top5 has gone off once again on a social media or an IG live rant. Okay, a few nights ago, he went a little bit crazy on Instagram once again, going at a whole bunch of people in the city, including rapper Chromazz, Keisha Shante. He went at young Tory. He started giving advice to Tory Lanez, letting him know he should sign to GGG. He'll be able to get him, get him the border pass that he needs. And he also decided that he wanted to go at PK Herc and myself of the We Love Hip Hop podcast.
This guy on the most. Big Mountain, I'm on him. These two 40-year-old virgins, these two don't get pussy. Yeah, listen. When you talk about GGG, just know James Bond is fucking ready. I'll pick you niggas up like tow trucks. You fucking twerps.
Saying that we're 40-year-old virgins, we need to pack it up and quit. And he also posted a picture of myself, putting different threats on the picture, gun fingers and different things of that nature. Now, first up in news, Toronto rapper Bizz Loc has been detained in the South Detention for over 2 weeks now. Now, it was first reported on rapper Top5's Instagram page when he was doing a live where he was talking about him being arrested and he was spending a little bit of time in the South. And he mentioned that Bizz Loc was his cellmate, with a little bit of comic relief as Top5 usually does, saying that he didn't want to hear in the morning or things in the morning.
Say word, I swear they don't sell it because of the COVID shit.
No! 14-day quarantine, Bizz Loc, call Bizz Loc. He'll tell you he's my celly. I told him, big dog, no I don't want to hear in the morning, no in the evening, maybe in the nighttime to keep me
only at nighttime when it's really late. However, hold your head, Bizz Loc, a very prominent rapper in the city, as well as We Love Hip Hop alumni. Okay, he was on a very good run right now, putting out a bunch of new music videos as well as features. And from the time that we found out about this turn of events, we checked back on his Instagram page. We seen that there wasn't a post on his Instagram page since September 26th. So we pray for him to have a speedy release, and hopefully that the case that he's in, we don't have any details of why he's inside right now, However, you know, we will be looking into it and finding out a little bit more, possibly talking about it up on the podcast to get the people a little bit more into know of what's going on. Big shouts to those savages from the 6. I was taking it in the other day, and they're saying that a new song by rapper Rolexx Homi was released called Avengers K, which they feel, or like the city feels, has been increasing some of the shootings that have been going on in the area. Now, a lot of y'all know who tune into the We Love Hip Hop podcast, as well as other shows on the network. You know, we know that we don't really like to get too deep into the politics or put any accusations on any rappers in particular. So my question to y'all is, do you think that it's this one song in particular that has been helping to raise the gun violence over the last few weeks? Or has it just been a combination of a bunch of different things, a bunch of different politics that have been going on, as well as other songs that have been put into the stratosphere via YouTube? Now, first in news, Toronto rapper Kodak sends a message to try to clear his name of snitching allegations. Word is that Kodak was apprehended due to a high-speed chase from police in the Kitchener-Waterloo area that stemmed from an alleged bank robbery that happened a few months ago. All 4 men were apprehended and charged with robbery with a firearm and disguise with intent. Now, there was partial paperwork online that shows the conversation between the constable and Kodak, however, still partial. Now, with all this stir that has been going on online, News from the 6 has been able to obtain a phone call posted by Kodak online trying to clear his name.
Telling niggas about this whole situation and first of all, I ain't rat on nobody. You need to know that cowboy's name is not Jay. Second of all, fucking the shit that I pointed out to in that video were 2 niggas in knots. It wouldn't make this nigga say or anything.
A recent article from the Toronto Sun asks, are CERB checks responsible for the purchasing of firearms in the city, which has helped to escalate the gun violence that has been going on over here in Toronto? Now, when the recent article released October 19th, 2020, it says, in part, dozens of gang members have been exploiting the 500 weekly government check to obtain illegal handguns smuggled into the country from the US, sources told the Toronto Sun. We have learned of dozens across the GTA who have been doing this. This enabled them to buy more handguns, dirty weapons in quotations, in brackets, previously used in crimes, for between $400 and $800, and a new Glock, which are reliable and have strong stopping power, for $3,000, the source said. Now, in my opinion, this is a pretty bold accusation by the Toronto Sun. And this isn't the first time that the Toronto Sun has, you know, posted some things that have really touched the urban community in the wrong way. If you remember a little bit not too far back before, there was an article posted on the Toronto Sun with Houdini shortly after his passing, which had the caption saying, Houdini vanished. Really, really in poor taste. And with this article, again, it kind of tippy toes along those lines of poor taste, once again by the Toronto Sun. Our people over here in Toronto, our very own Little Beretti previewed some photos still available on his Instagram, as well as a snippet from a music video with King Von, which has now been deleted. However, big up to Keepsake Solid, who saved the day for us and made and saved a clip of that video, which we'll be showing right now.
Get the job, but you know that I come with it. Got no job, I just wanted 100 bricks. Oh, I'm in love with it. 100.
Now, big up to Little Beretti for that. Okay, Little Beretti's been burning up the scene for a few years now over here in Toronto, being one of the top rappers out here. Okay, we spoke about this as well on the 6 Views Uncut podcast, episode 23. The fact that Little Beretti had this song in the tuck for a little while, or possibly had this song in the tuck, and it wasn't such a big deal before. However, now with the untimely and unfortunate passing of King Von, when this song does get released, I know a lot of his fans will be clinging to that right away as one of the last pieces of work from him. Okay, so big up to Little Beretti, you know, for locking in that feature prior to King Von's passing, you know, because before that, King Von was definitely a very hot rapper on the scene. So it was a good choice for a collabo, and it's unfortunate that this collabo is going to be getting more light in his death. However, it is a double-edged sword, or something that we call bittersweet at the same time. Next story. Now in Toronto, the Jane and Finch community protests against the senseless killing of the innocent 12-year-old boy, now known to the public as Dante. The incident happened back on November 7th when the young boy and his mother were caught in the middle of a drive-by shooting while coming home from shopping. The boy was sent to the hospital in critical conditions, but succumbed to his injuries days later. Now, police arrested the two men in a crazy takedown in the middle of downtown Toronto for, at the time, an attempted murder charge, as well as a string of other charges. Rashawn Chambers, 24 of Toronto, and Jawani Smart, 25 of No Fixed Address, were both arrested, and Jawani Smart has been said to be the older brother of the late great rapper Snoop Dogg. Now, the charges have both been bumped up to first-degree murder, as well as a combined 59 charges between the two men. Now, in our next story, Everyday Struggle will be ending Thursday, December 17th, 2020. Now, they made an announcement on the Everyday Struggle show hosted by Nadeska Alexis, as well as Wayno and Akademiks. And Akademiks also made the announcement via his Twitch page as well as his IG Live, announcing that he will be leaving Everyday Struggle, as well as Everyday Struggle, the show ending on Complex in completion. Now, Akademiks explains in his streams that him and Complex were moving in a different direction, let's say, and apparently the decision was made about a month ago, but Complex did not have a press release due to the host, Nadeska, requesting that they let them make the announcement themselves on the show. So from Akademiks' commentary in his live stream, it seems that they have been having a conflict of interest when it comes to brands. Some is based off of the commentary that he had on John Legend's wife, Chrissy Teigen, a few months ago, when he started having that little bit of a beef back and forward with rappers like Freddie Gibbs, and it kind of spun out of control. And, you know, as well as a few other rants and different posts that Akademiks has been having over the past few months. From my assessment, I think that Akademiks as a brand is a little bit too raw for Complex. And after a while, with them knocking on his door every second saying, hey, can you fix that? Can you change that? They decided to part ways. Big shouts to DJ Akademiks, okay? He put together a monumental interview / panel with some of the finest, some of the biggest Toronto rappers in the game right now. Now, it started with him and Top5, okay, having a connection together on Akademiks' Twitch, where they started an interview. Now, the whole thing in length is about 3 hours and a half. We got an exclusive upload on our channel right now of all the most important parts, which is about 2 hours and change. So make sure to go on the We Love Hip Hop Network channel to take a look at that right now. All right. Salute to 6Buzz as well for connecting the dots for this monumental interview / panel that went down a couple nights ago. Okay. Now, in that, he addressed, or Top5 addressed, why he was beefing with chromazz. Okay.
Where did it go left? Where did it go? That's the first lady of Toronto. Me.
How it originally came from the Twitch stream that chromazz and Akademiks had together via Akademiks' Twitch a few days before that, okay, which helped to cloud up chromazz and, you know, put an extra large spotlight on her via Akademiks, okay. And then from there, he was asking chromazz, you know, if she had slept with Top5. She said nah, she wouldn't do it even if he had 100K for her. And then from there, the beef ensued.